No more plants. Not right now. I have enough. I have so many. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lacey and I am the owner of Milky Candles. Today I'm gonna share 10 things that I am no longer doing. It's always important to start implementing new things or taking away old things and just adjusting based off of your current needs. So the first thing that I am avoiding these days is going out to eat with friends on a consistent basis. Anytime I would hang out with a friend, we would always go and get food, but lately I've just been trying to figure out how can we all pitch in for snacks ahead of time, or let's get like a frozen pizza or something so that we're saving a little bit more money. When you're just trying to be social, that can end up costing you a lot of money. And so I've started thinking if I am gonna go out with friends and I am gonna go spend money, then I need to be on the lookout for that and I need to start saving for that. This isn't forever, it's just right now because I'm trying to clear a little bit of debt that I have. So as of right now, I have slowed down going out and eating with friends. Ordering off Uber Eats. It's almost like when we all had to be quarantined. I personally, and I know that my fiance, we got really used to having food come to our door. Not only because of convenience, but because we realized that we spend so much time doing other things that we can't fit everything into our schedule, and somehow being stuck in the house helped us realize that. So I completely fell off of cooking. I'm the main cook in our household, and Uber Eats is something that we just fell onto and relied on it a lot. What's interesting is we just recently ordered from a place, and when they delivered, this was maybe a month ago, when they delivered, it had the original prices on there. And so and I had never been into this restaurant before. So we recognized that not only do you pay extra fees on Uber Eats, but the food in itself is actually more expensive. That might not be surprising to some people, and it might be surprising to some people. It was surprising to me. I thought we were just paying like a delivery tip and then like handling fee and tax, but I didn't know that the food was actually more expensive. Once I spent way too much money on 2 salads and 2 juices, I was like, I'm done. And I started prepping for my first like what I spent video, and I was like, we cannot keep doing this. So for the last 2.5 weeks, I have been prepping and cooking, and even though it's taking a lot of time, I try to think about it as like my me time. Like I put some music on, I drink a little bit of wine, I enjoy myself while I'm cooking, and I'm trying to fall back in love with cooking because I really do enjoy it. Another thing that I have been trying to avoid lately is binging on snacks to avoid cooking. I know I talked about cooking. Lately, my stomach has been hurting a lot and my pockets have been hurting because I keep going to the store to get like more snacks. I'm a snacker. I love a good crunchy, salty chip. It's just feels like it solves all my problems. But I've been noticing that my energy is a lot lower. My stomach has been hurting a lot. So I'm still trying to cut out the snacks, because what ends up happening is I get home from work and I'm hungry and I snack and then I'm kind of full. So then when it comes to dinner time, I don't eat anything, and then I have a stomach ache because now I'm bloated. And I didn't give my body what it wanted, I gave it what my taste buds wanted. Sometimes those aren't the same thing. A lot of times they're not the same thing. So I've been trying to make sure that Sundays are meal prep days so that I don't run into this situation where I'm like, oh, I want something and I want it now, and I don't want to have to cook it. So meal prepping has been helping me with that, like soups, making so many soups, and homemade croutons, because those homemade croutons are the perfect salty, crunchy bit that I need when I'm hungry. So just trying to find a way around that and avoid eating snacks until I'm full off the snacks. Another thing that we are avoiding as a couple is road trips. I actually just told my fiance like yesterday, I'm pretty sure, like I'm craving another road trip. Sometimes we just like to jump in the car and go to Cali or Nevada or anything that's close because we live in Arizona. We're not driving to Washington State. We drive to Washington State in the fall. We're not doing that this year, partially because I don't get a fall break at the school that I work at. We initially weren't doing it because of that, but especially the way that everything is going up, like any food on the road, any gas as we're going there, everything is just more expensive. Staying in a hotel overnight with our pets, the pet fees, all of that kind of stuff. So We have decided right now that we are not taking any road trips, and that is hard for me because I have fallen in love with road trips in the past, for the past 3 years. Another thing that I'm avoiding is protecting my phone. Now, I find that this is purposeless because I paid off my phone. I think I would feel different if I hadn't paid off my phone, but I am with T-Mobile. T-Mobile charges me $18 a month for an extra service fee, or not an extra service fee, a protection plan. It's the 5-tier. I don't know what the other tiers are. And when I paid off my phone, I actually called them and said that I would like to get rid of my protection plan, and they were like, "Are you sure? We want you to know that you're protecting your investment." And I was like, "It's not an investment. I'm not getting anything back." I canceled that because when I did the math, I realized that it would be like an extra basically $200 a year, and that's $200 is $200. So goodbye protection plan. I think there's a lot of things in life that I'm okay with insuring, and I don't know if my phone is one of them once I pay it off. Another thing that I am avoiding is bringing in more plants. I love plants. I have so many. I have been propagating my plants, but even then I'm trying not to do that as much because I recognize that me getting a lot of plants is making me feel a little bit overwhelmed lately because I have these things to tend to, and it gives me some sort of purpose in my home because my depression has been kicking in a little bit harder lately. But it makes my anxiety go up a little bit when I realize that watering day is a long time. It's a lot. So I love the plants that I have, except for my prayer plant is giving me a little bit of trouble. But other than that, I don't need to be bringing in any more plants. I go like this when I drive past nurseries. I sell my candles in a plant nursery, so when I go there, I'm like, whoop. No more plants. Not right now. I have enough. I have so many. Another thing I'm avoiding is an overconsumption with like hair gadgets. So flexi rods, roller sets, things like that I'm not doing anymore. I'm not buying any like fancy heat tools. I don't buy a bunch of like different bands or hair accessories or anything like that. I'm just keeping it really simple, partially because I just have really hated doing my hair over the last couple of years, and also partially because I just recently got rid of a bunch of hair stuff that I hadn't picked up in at least a year. I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible and maybe a little more effortless. I will buy shampoo, conditioner, gel, hair mask, which I know hair mask for a lot of people could be like extra, but I still need my products. I'm just not buying hair accessories. Another thing I'm avoiding is following or tuning into influencers whose lifestyles don't really mirror mine or whose goals don't really mirror mine. It's so easy to get caught up in what you're not doing and what you haven't accomplished and what you don't have, instead of just really being appreciative of the things that you do have and all the things that you've accomplished or proud of yourself. I get into this place often, and I'm back in it again, where I have to follow others whose goals align with mine and their lives look like my kind of reality. That's my way of trying to control what I'm being fed and what I'm consuming on a daily basis as far as social media goes. Another thing that I'm avoiding is giving more to my job than what is required of me. And that is not to sound lazy by any means, because I'm a really hard worker, and I think that my 100% in my head is really like 150%. So I have been making sure that I'm setting boundaries within my workplace. I do not answer emails. I do not call home. I do not grade or plan outside of my work hours. There will be times where, like on a Friday, I'll come home and work for 2 hours to plan for the whole next week for both my preps, my freshman and my sophomore English classes. But other than that, I try really hard to make sure that Monday through Thursday, at the very least, are really smooth sailing, and it helps with my anxiety too, to work on Fridays and know that Monday and Tuesday is okay. And it helps with the Sunday blues as well, because I get really anxious on Sundays before the week starts. And then I also try to steal time during the workday, which is not really stealing time. I'll give the kids an activity to do, and as they do that, it's very like self-sufficient. I will get grading done, or I'll put stuff in the grade book, or I'll plan certain things that maybe will give me a head start for when I come home on Friday and plan things. So like the other day, my kids were doing test corrections, and as they were working, I was sort of drawing a map on the whiteboard of what the next 2 weeks will look like, so that when I came home yesterday and planned, it was easy because I knew exactly what I needed to do, and I was able to print the documents I needed before I left campus. So I'm really trying to make sure that I stick within my boundaries of not giving my job more. That even includes like my lesson plans. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel unless I see something that really doesn't feel like it aligns with my students in my class. I'm just trying to make sure I keep my boundaries where they're at so that I can stay sane throughout the school year. Another thing that I am avoiding is waiting until the last minute at the end of the night to shower, wash my hair, do my hair, dry my hair, and then go to bed. What ends up happening is I'm so sleepy and I'm so tired that there's two outcomes. One, I rush through it and I'm not happy about the job that I've done on my hair. Or two, I'm so tired that it's like, now it's tomorrow's problem. And that helps create a negative relationship with me doing things that used to give me joy. And when you're someone who deals with depression on a daily basis, trying to have those moments where you're like, okay, mind over matter, get up and go do it when you know it's something that needs to be done has been really helping me. That doesn't work for everybody, but that's really been helping me. And I kind of have been doing that with the cooking too. It's just like, get up, do it, mind over matter, and then when you're done, and good job, you did it again. So those are 10 things I'm currently avoiding. I'm sure there's a plethora more of things that I'm avoiding right now, like making my bed. It's a mess right now. I've clearly avoided doing that. Go ahead and comment below anything that you have been avoiding lately. As another example, I've been avoiding going to the grocery store in the afternoon. I try to get it done in the morning. Thank you so much for watching. If you found that this video was entertaining or helpful in any sort of way, give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.